Hello everyone. Today we are going to introduce the short story, The Necklace. It's called The Parole in French, and it's written by Maupassant in 1884. Let's begin the story. Once upon a time, in the beautiful city of Paris, there lived a young woman named Mathilde. She was very pretty and charming, but she was born into a poor family of simple clerks. Mathilde hated her simple life. She looked at the old walls of her apartment, the worn-out chairs and the plain food, and she felt very sad every day. In her mind, she always dreamed of a rich life. She imagined big, beautiful rooms with expensive carpets, gold lamps, and shining silver under the soft candlelight of great dinners. She wanted to wear beautiful clothes, to be popular, and to be loved by rich people in high society. Her husband was a kind and simple man. He worked as a clerk at the Ministry of Education. He loved Mathilde very much, but he could not understand her crazy dreams. One evening, he came home with a big smile, holding a large, elegant envelope. It was an invitation to a special party at the minister's house. He thought she would be very happy, but instead, Mathilde threw the invitation on the table and started crying. "What do you want me to do with this?" she cried. "I have no nice dress, no jewelry, nothing. I would rather stay home than look poor in front of all those rich women." Her husband was very sad. To make her happy, he decided to give her 400 francs. This was the money he had saved for months to buy a gun for a hunting trip with his friends. She bought a beautiful dress, but as the day of the party got closer, Mathilde was still unhappy. She said, "I still need some jewelry to go with this dress."
Seeing his wife still worried, the husband had a great idea. "Why don't you visit your rich girlfriend, Madame Forestier? I am sure she is kind enough to lend you some of her jewelry." Mathilde's eyes lit up with hope. The very next day, she ran to her friend's big, beautiful house and told her the sad story. Madame Forestier smiled kindly, went to her room, and brought out a large black jewelry box. "Choose anything you like, my dear," she said. Mathilde looked at gold bracelets, pearl necklaces, and beautiful rings, but nothing was perfect. Suddenly, she saw a beautiful diamond necklace in a black box. Her heart started to beat very fast. Her hand shook as she took it and put it around her neck. She looked at herself in the mirror and felt like she was in a beautiful dream. Finally, the night of the party arrived. Mathilde was a big success. She was the most beautiful woman in the room. She was elegant, happy, and had a wonderful smile on her face. All the men wanted to dance with her, and even the important government officials noticed her. She felt like she was floating on a cloud of pure happiness. For a few hours, she forgot about her poor home, her simple life. She was not a clerk's wife anymore. She felt like a queen.
But every beautiful dream must end. At 4 o'clock in the morning, Mathilde and her tired husband finally returned to their cold, quiet apartment. She wanted to look at herself in the mirror one last time, but when she took off her coat, she suddenly let out a loud scream that shook the whole house. The necklace was gone! It was not around her neck anymore. Her husband was shocked and confused. He asked, "What? How? Is it possible?" They searched the dress, the coat, and the pockets, but they found nothing. Her husband put his clothes back on and went out into the cold night. He walked along the streets, checked with the police, and at the cab companies, but he found nothing. He came back at 7 o'clock, looking very pale and tired. The diamonds were gone forever. To save their name, they made a hard decision. They must buy a new necklace to return to Madame Forestier, and she must not know the truth. In a jewelry shop, they found the exact same diamond necklace. The price was very high, 36,000 francs. To get this huge amount of money, they had to ruin their lives. They borrowed money from many people and signed hard contracts. They dismissed their maid, moved to a tiny room under the roof, and worked like slaves. For 10 long, difficult years, Mathilde lived a very hard life. She washes dirty pots, cleans floors, and fought for every penny at the market. The pretty, elegant Mathilde was gone. She became a strong, loud, and tired poor woman.
Finally, after 10 hard years, all the debts were fully paid off. Mathilde felt a strange sense of pride. One sunny Sunday afternoon, she was walking in a beautiful park to get some fresh air. Suddenly, she saw a familiar face. It was Jane Forestier, who still looked very young, beautiful, and rich. Mathilde stopped. Should she speak to her? Yes. Now that the money was paid, she could tell her everything. She walked up to her and said, "Good morning, Jane." Madame Forestier did not notice old, poor-looking woman and said, "I am sorry, but I do not know you. You must have the wrong person." "No," Mathilde replied with pride. "I am Mathilde Loisel. I have changed because of you. I lost your diamond necklace 10 years ago, and we bought an identical real one to replace it. For 10 years, we worked day and night to pay for it. But today, it is finally over." Madame Forestier was shocked. She took Mathilde's rough, tired hands in her own, and her voice shook with pity. "Oh, my poor Mathilde," she cried. "Mine was not a real diamond necklace. It was a fake. It was only worth 500 francs at most." And so, the story of the necklace ends. Mathilde spent 10 long years paying for a fake dream. Her vanity and pride cost her everything. But in those 10 years of hard work, she also found her real strength. She was no longer a weak woman who only dreamed of money. She became strong, simple, and independent. The diamond necklace was a fake, but the lesson she learned was very real. True beauty is not about what we wear on our neck, but who we are inside. Thanks for everyone listening.